Good evening. My name is Tim Moore, and I'm your child's math teacher. Specifically, your child is enrolled in either number systems or introduction to probability and statistics. I've made one video tonight because we are learning the same topics in both classes to start the year off. We're going to learn about statistics. Typically, in Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2, there is a unit on probability. And typically, the teachers rarely have time to dive deep into the topic of probability and statistics. The statistics chapter is usually the last chapter of the textbook. So I think it's very important to expose my students to a healthy dose of statistics before they head off into the employment world or college. Unit 1 for both classes will touch upon math literacy, which includes reading and creating graphs of all types. We will also learn about statistics in the real world and probability as it relates to games of chance. So far as I am making this video, we have had 3 weeks of virtual learning. What I have learned from these 3 weeks is that Zoom meetings are pretty boring, and if the teacher doesn't get to the point of the lesson quickly, the students seem to space out. So let me get to the point. I'm now going to share with you a typical day in class, which will start with students joining a Zoom meeting. Then we will move on to some type of demonstration and lesson from me. Then we move on to our Canvas page. So I'm now going to share with you our Canvas page, number systems and introduction to probability and statistics. Right now, they both have exactly the same topics in it. When the student clicks on it, student will see dates next to everything. Here's Unit 1, Exploring and Understanding Data. We started that at the beginning of school, and pretty much every day we will have either a video to watch, we'll have a lesson, we'll have a homework, and there are dates next to it. Homework, pie chart mistake. Homework, lyrical composition follow-up. All of these homeworks that are listed in Canvas are meant to be done in Canvas. And I will point this out. They tell you how many points they're worth, and you will see the due date. The due date is a hard due date, which means on September 22nd for September 21st for this assignment, if they don't have it done by midnight, Canvas will lock them out and they will not be able to finish it, and they will receive a 0 for their homework assignment. Those are hard deadlines. But I will also say, if I assign a homework assignment, typically I'll assign it on a Wednesday and then it's due either the day after or 2 days after. So they do have plenty of time to finish their homework assignments. This year, we're also using Canvas to take quizzes and assessments. We did do our first quiz on Canvas, September 23rd. It was worth 9 points, and I graded on Canvas, and I will input the grades into Genesis as soon as I get the results. So as you can see, we've done quite a bit. Pretty much every day we've had either an assignment or a video to watch or a short demonstration or some notes. So that is basically what has happened for the first 3 weeks of school. Grading is done in Genesis. Grading is done in Genesis. I am pretty good at updating and inputting grades into Genesis daily. So most of the time when a student either sends me an email or Canvas tells me that they finished the assignment, within the hour, if I check it and grade it, I will put it into Genesis. And speaking of Genesis, if you ever see an M for missing, that means the student has not finished an assignment or an assessment, like a quiz or a test. Sometimes I feel like if I mark an assignment as missing early, that'll trigger some students to finish the assignment early. So if it's due at midnight and at 10 o'clock I put a missing, some students, when they sign in the Genesis, they will see that they have a missing assignment and they have 2 hours to finish it, and it makes them do it right away. But please understand that I'm very thorough with the grades. I update grades consistently every day, usually within the hour when I receive their assignment or when I receive their quiz results. I will input it. And if there is a missing, it simply means they haven't done it yet, or it means that they didn't do it and they just missed the deadline. Personally, I do live in Hillsborough, and I have 2 daughters and a wife. My wife is a 4th grade teacher. Hillsborough right now is 100% virtual. They are scheduled to start school next week. We'll see how that goes. But I do my lessons from home in my office. I am home with both of my daughters who are doing virtual school from Hillsborough. If you've talked to your child, I'm sure, or maybe they've mentioned that they've seen the little one, Emily. She's 7 years old. She pops in and out quite often because she's 7 and wild. So we do have interruptions. We do have people cutting their grass. We have a dog in the house. I know there are interruptions. There are also interruptions on your end from your students, but of course, we're going to get through this. If you have any questions or concerns, please email me or contact me through Remind. And typically I will respond that day or definitely the next day. And if you don't, please feel free to email me again and harass me. Thank you very much and enjoy your night.